When you are stopped by a police officer, always take note. Ya, jika tidak berpakaian seragam, minta pengenalan diri. Ask for their identification card. They would have to show their identification card to everyone. So just take note that if it's red, jika ia merah, pegawai polis yang digantung tugas, beliau tidak kuasa untuk melakukan apa-apa terhadap anda. That means he is suspended, so he has no authority to stop or arrest you. And then there are other colours. Biru berpangkat inspektor dan ke atas, kuning berpangkat lebih rendah daripada inspektor, putih polis simpanan. And always take note of the name, yeah? Sometimes if you are in uniform, take note of the name. You have to remember the name of the officer who is arresting you. That's very important because if the arrest is unlawful, jika tahanan itu tidak sah, nama polis yang menahan itu, kita boleh mengambil tindakan sivil ya untuk mendapatkan ganti rugi terhadap tahanan yang tidak sah. And kenderaan peroda polis, always take note of the plate number. Polis menyoal siasat anda semasa berhenti menghentikan. When a police officer stops you, you can ask, you can only give your name, your IC number, and your address. Just confined to those answers. Nama, nombor kad pengenalan, dan alamat anda. Itu saja. Kalau ditanya lebih-lebih, you can ask, am I under arrest? Tanya, saya ditahan ke? You can tanya politely to the police. And adakah anda sedang ditangkap? If the police officer says yes, that means you are under arrest. Or jika dia tidak membenarkan anda untuk berlalu atau dia mahu bawa anda ke balai polis. Or sometimes, you know, there are instances where the police always say, oh tak, saya tak tahan anda, you're not arrested. Then when you ask, so boleh saya pergi, can I leave now? No. When he said no, you're not allowed to leave, that means you are under arrest. You have to ask the police, why am I being arrested? Because if the police officer fails to give you the reason, the ground for your arrest, it amounts to unlawful arrest. So the obligation for the police officer to tell you the grounds of the arrest, why you are being arrested, is a matter of right. You have to know why you are being arrested. If they fail to give that gives rise to an unlawful arrest. So you can always sue them for civil in civil suit for damages. And jangan melawan semasa ditangkap. Do not resist, as much as you want to like, oh, you are fascist police, don't arrest me. Just restrain yourself. We cannot resist arrest. If they arrest you, do it in dignity. Okay, you can arrest me, even though I know it's unlawful. It's okay. You just follow the police officer. And always remember this. A police officer does not have the right to inflict harm on you while effecting arrest. Some people think that the police have every right to do whatever they want because they are in the position of authority, because they are armed. They have no right to inflict violence on you. And then, the moment they arrest you, ask them to which police station they are bringing you to. Tanya ya, di balai mana saya nak dibawa? It's very important because on that day, tens of thousands of people will be there, so they will affect a massive arrest, so they will be bringing everyone to different police stations. So you have to be ready to get all this information, this important information to be sent out to your friends, just to let people know that, okay, I'm in this police station, my friend is in that police station. It's very important to ask that question. When you are arrested, you have the right to meet with a lawyer. This is a right guaranteed under the Federal Constitution, Article 5, and also the right guaranteed under Section 28A of the Criminal Procedure Code. Now, if you look at the section, at the Article 5, you have the right to legal representation. The moment you get arrested, if you have a lawyer, you tell the police, I want to see my lawyer, the police must allow you to see your lawyer. Polis tidak boleh merampas barang pribadi semasa tangkapan. This is what they do. The moment they arrest, massive arrest, they will threaten you, they will ask for your handphone because that's the mode of communication that you have at that time to tell people that I'm arrested, where you are being brought to. they don't have the right to take your belongings, your wallet, your camera, your telephone. They cannot take that. Okay, they can only do that when they arrest you and detain you, and before they send you to a lockup. They can take all your belongings, but they have to record it in front of you and keep it in a safe place. And once you are released, then you get it back. And your welfare, anda dibenarkan mandi 2 kali sehari. Jika anda jatuh sakit, anda berhak mendapat rawatan perubatan dengan serta-merta. Anda sepatutnya diberikan makanan dan minuman yang wajar yang secukupnya dalam tahanan. If you are sick, if you're not feeling well, you have the right to tell the police officer that I need my medicine. Yeah, I need to be taken to the hospital, for example, if you're not feeling well. So you have that right. But in reality, most of the times, you're not going to be given that right. And always take note the time of the arrest. It's very important, because if, let's say, the police, they want to extend the time, the remand after 24 hours, you have to calculate the time. For example, you are arrested 1 p.m., for example, you have to count. They have the right to detain you for 24 hours. Beyond that, they have to go to a magistrate and ask for a remand order. Okay? For Malaysians, when they arrest a person, they can keep up to 24 hours. Alright? But unfortunately, under the Immigration Act, if they arrest a foreigner, they can keep them up to 2 weeks.
For immigration offences?
Without being brought to court.
For immigration?
Okay? So...
For immigration offences?
For immigration offence, of course. Yeah? I mean, they can always say they want to investigate under immigration offence and not for the lawful assembly or whatever they call it. Right? So there is that risk in that sense. But being a US citizen, I'm sure your embassy also step in. Right? Yeah. Of course, they will give you that opportunity to actually alert an embassy, or you just call your embassy. So I don't think you need to worry so much if you are a US citizen, of course.